Rotterdam is a city I really didn't know that much about before traveling Europe, but on my way to Amsterdam, I made the decision to have a quick stop there. And I'm really grateful I did because it turns out there's tons of really interesting things to do and see in Rotterdam. That being said, here are the top 10 things I think you should see if you're traveling to Rotterdam. So if you're pressed for time, I think something that everyone should see is the Market Hall. So the Market Hall, also known as the Sistine Chapel of Rotterdam, is a one-of-a-kind building that was built in 2009. It's instantly recognizable by its large archway and the glass windows that cover the entire front of it. While it's called Market Hall, it also includes 228 apartments as well as some office spaces. Underneath the large archway, you'll find the main area that guests will be able to visit, which is the market. If you look up, you'll see one of the largest pieces of artwork you'll ever see, depicting fruits, vegetables, fish, seeds, flowers, and insects. So inside the market itself, there are over 70 different businesses, including bars and restaurants, and so it's a really great place to stop and get a snack or get lunch and just enjoy this really unique atmosphere that you're not going to find anywhere else. Like I said, this is one of the coolest things I saw in Rotterdam, so I don't recommend missing it if you get the chance to go see it. Next on my list is one of the most photographed places in Holland, which are the Kinderdijk Windmills. The 19 Kinderdijk Windmills were built in 1740 as a means to keep the low-lying lands in the area dry. And in 1997, they were made an official UNESCO World Heritage Site. When you visit the windmills, you can check out the museums that they have on site to learn a little bit more about their history. There's also a boat tour that you can take around the windmills to get some really nice views of them. The windmills are only about 30 minutes from the city center of Rotterdam, and so it's a really easy car trip away if you want to check them out. Knowing so little about Rotterdam before traveling there, I was so surprised by all of the unique architecture, and one of the best examples of this are the bright yellow cube houses that you'll find. This unique series of houses are actually lived in by residents in Rotterdam. However, one of them is available to be toured by the public. The house that you can tour also includes some displays that give a little bit more information about the design and the history of the houses, as well as a chess museum, oddly enough. Something else that will be hard to miss when visiting Rotterdam is the famous Erasmus Bridge. This is the second largest bridge in the Netherlands, and it stretches for 2,631 feet or 802 meters. If you get the chance, I recommend sticking around and seeing it at nighttime just because of the way that they have it lit up. It looks really cool. Its nickname in the area is the Swan because of the way the large mast somewhat resembles the neck of a swan. Even if you're not traveling by train in Rotterdam, I think it's worth stopping by and seeing the Rotterdam Central Station. I think the striking architecture of the station serves as the perfect welcome for people arriving in the city because, like I said, this city is jam-packed with some of the most unique architecture that you'll be able to find. The station was renovated and reopened in 2014, and now it sees over 100,000 travelers every single day. But like I said, whether you're traveling by train or not, this station is definitely worth a visit. Something else you should see is the Euromast Tower. So unfortunately, I didn't go see this while I was there, but it's definitely on my list the next time I visit. The tower was built in 1960, and it provides the best panoramic view of Rotterdam that you can find. This is because it's actually the tallest building in Rotterdam at 606 feet tall. The tower includes conference rooms for meetings, as well as a restaurant that you can enjoy a meal at. If you're a bit of an adrenaline junkie and you feel like doing something exciting, they offer abseiling and zip lining from the top of the tower. I wish I had known this because I definitely would have loved to give this a go. Something to note is that this attraction is pretty popular, and so if you think it's something you want to do, I suggest buying your tickets in advance if you can. Something you might not know about Rotterdam is that it's actually home to the largest seaport in Europe and the largest seaport outside of East Asia. With that being said, there's tons of really interesting history surrounding this aspect of the city that you're able to explore at the Maritime Museum in Rotterdam. The museum actually offers a number of vessels that you can go inside as you learn more about the history of the port. On the topic of boats, one of the best ways to see Rotterdam if you're pressed for time is a Rotterdam boat tour. Most of the tours are really laid back and include food, beverages, as well as a tour guide providing information for you as you travel around the city. Walking around Rotterdam's ginormous harbors isn't exactly practical, and so these boat tours are the most efficient way to check them out. Another thing that's really cool to see is the White House. Constructed in 1889, the 10-story White House is one of the few buildings that survived the Blitzkrieg in World War II. It's really easy to spot because of its unique architecture. One of the White House's claims to fame is that it's the first high-rise building in all of Europe. It now serves as a popular local restaurant, and so it's a great place to stop by for a meal if you get the opportunity. Something else you don't want to miss if you're interested in art is the Depot, and it has a much longer name that I'm not even going to try to pronounce. The Depot is known for being the world's first publicly accessible art storage facility. Visitors who stop by can see the results of over 173 years of collecting. With that many years of collecting, they have over 151,000 objects on display. One important distinction to make is that the Depot isn't an art museum, it's an art storage facility. However, they have the works segmented into 14 different compartments that you're able to go and explore alone or with a tour guide. So there you have it. Those are some of the top things to see in Rotterdam if you get the chance. Let me know if there's something I missed that you think is a must-see there, but thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you found it interesting, and I'll see you guys in the next video.